and your interview would have to be rescheduled. I was in complete shocked and scared also. Hi, my name is Dil Bhardwaj and today I am going to share my GDPA experience at DSE, DFS, DBE, UBS Chandigarh and IM-BHU. These are some of the well-known MBA colleges famous for low fees, good placement and excellent ROI. So I appeared for CAT 2025 and this video is divided into two parts. In the first part, I will be sharing some important date and interview procedure, and in the second part, I will be sharing my experience and the questions that were asked to me. Also, DSE conducted interview for the very first time this year, and before this, the admissions were made without the interview. So CAT 2025 batch was the first one to go through this process in DSE. So the first step is to fill out the application form of these colleges. One good thing about these colleges is that their forms are usually open even after CAT exam. So like you don't have to spend money on application form before even knowing how your exam went. The application closing date for these colleges are as follow. And if you are applying for UBS Chandigarh, one important thing that you need to know, along with filling out the application form, you are required to submit the hard copies of the required document to the university address. So make sure they reach the university before the deadline. After this, colleges will release the list of shortlisted students for the interview round. The dates are the interviews for these colleges were scheduled on the following dates. And for IM-BHU, you need to pay additional 2000 rupees for GDPA round. After the interview, these colleges will release the merit list. Your chance of getting admission depend on your position in the merit list. The dates are for DFS, DBE and IM-BHU, the process is simple. Like if you are selected, you will receive a mail with the payment details, and by paying the admission fees, you can confirm your seat. However, the process is a bit different for DSE and UBS Chandigarh. For that, you need to attend the counseling process. So like you have to again visit the college, and according to your merit number, you will get the seat. So my IM-BHU interview went pretty well. Like I was satisfied with my performance. One thing that I genuinely like, that the entire GDPA process was very smooth. Like you don't have to worry about anything and they will guide you at every stage. So like we had to reach to the college at 8 AM in the morning, and the entire GDPA process was divided into 4 stages. The first stage was registration process, where we just had to mark our attendance. After that came document verification, and it was done 2 times. First by the student, where they just checked the sequence of the document, and the second time it was done by the professors. And if you don't have any original document with you at that time, no need to worry, you can write the undertaking. One more thing, before document verification, the students of IM-BHU will present a brief introduction about the college, like the academic structure, campus life and placement opportunities. After document verification, it was group discussion round. So there were 10 candidates in one group, and they took us to another room for GD, and we were seated around an oval shaped table, and there were 2 panelists to observe the discussion. And before I tell you the GD topic, let me tell you how the GD topic was decided. So there was a bowl containing different GD topics. One student had to pick a topic, and after revealing the topic, the group have the option whether they want to go for the topic or not. If majority of the student felt that the topic is easy, the discussion would begin. However, if majority of the student felt that the topic is difficult, we can pick the second topic, but the second topic is the final topic. So in our case, our first topic was something related to cooperative societies. I don't remember the full name now, but our group decided not to go for this topic. So our second topic was empathy deficit in the age of on-demand surveys. So like we had to discuss on this. So we were given 5 minutes to think and prepare our points. Then discussion happens for 10 minutes. The discussion was very smooth. Everybody got the chance to speak. I spoke for 2 to 3 times. There were only 2 to 3 students who didn't speak at all. And in the last 2 minutes, every student had to conclude the discussion. After GD, we were taken to another room and they started calling students one by one for personal interview. And in my panel, there were 2 male panelists and 1 female panelist. And then they started asking me questions one by one. So I was able to answer most of the questions. There were only 1 or 2 questions that I could not answer. So now let's talk about my experience at UBS Chandigarh. To be honest, it was horrible. It didn't go well at all. So the interview process was conducted in 2 slots, in the morning slot and in the afternoon slot. And each slot is divided into 2 groups, group 1 and group 2. So I was in the morning slot and my group was group number 1. After reaching the college, we were asked to sit in the auditorium. First, they take the attendance of group number 1, followed by group number 2. After that, document verification began in the auditorium itself. Then they took us to the another room for group discussion round, and there were literally 23 students for the group discussion round. The GD topic was social media and its impact on youth mental health, which is an easy topic, but the real challenge was to speak in that discussion because there were literally 23 students for the discussion. And the moment discussion started, everyone started speaking at the same time. And it was a complete chaos. And for me, it was even more difficult to speak in that discussion because my voice is not naturally that loud. So it was very difficult for me to speak in that discussion. After GD, we went to the auditorium again. Then they started calling students one by one for personal interview. And the interview lasted for hardly 5 minutes. The questions they asked were, I did answer all the questions, but somewhere I feel like they were not satisfied with the answers. Coming to DFS and DBE interview experience, so I have applied for both the programs, for finance as well as business economics, and when I checked my schedule for interview for both the programs, it was on the same day and same time. So I thought that I have to give only one interview for both the programs. Later, I got to know that they take separate interviews for both the programs. So I have to give 2 interviews. But my interviews were scheduled on the same day and same time. So I was like, how is this even possible? How am I supposed to give 2 interviews at the same time? Thankfully, I wasn't the only one facing this issue. I got in touch with another student facing the same issue, and we decided to mail the admission team, and we received a reply saying that they will conduct our business economics interview in the first floor, and after that finance in the second floor. So I was like, okay, the issue is resolved. So they conduct interview in two slots, morning slot and afternoon slot, and mine was afternoon slot. And after reaching the campus, I thought that I should tell somebody that I have two interviews at the same time. I talked to the coordinator and told her that I have two interviews at the same time, and she was like, this is not possible and your interview would have to be rescheduled. I was in complete shocked and scared also, because I had a train to catch the same day and I don't want it to come for the interview again. So I was like requesting her to take both the interviews today only, and then she discussed this matter with the other teachers, and later after some time she told us, okay, we will take both the interviews. So I was like, okay, fine, they are taking both the interviews. One more thing, they don't take GD for both the programs. So first my business economics document verification took place, followed by finance document verification. Then I gave business economics interview, which lasted for 30 minutes. Then I gave finance interview, which again lasted for 30 minutes. Both the interview went well. In business economic interview there were 3 male panelists, and for finance there were 1 female panelist and 2 male panelists, and the question they asked were, for DSE we had to reach the college by 7:30 in the morning, and based on our serial number we were allocated the room numbers. First they marked our attendance, then they started calling us for document verification according to our serial number only. Document verification process took quite a long time. After that they made the group of 10 students for GD round. The GD topics of DSE were really difficult. My GD topic was cryptocurrency, future of finance speculative. One more topic that I know which was given to another group, it is regulations on BTech is necessary or innovation barrier. My GD went decent. For interview we had to carry a printed copy of SOP, and they also take extempore. Luckily in my panel they didn't ask, but in other panels they were asking. In my panel there were 2 male panelists, and the question they asked were, I did answer all the questions, and the interview lasted for 10 minutes.